movies, and the homeless problem of New York City as well,
And everything in between.
and everything in between. Right here on the LDM Show.
Don't go away.
Step into the light where the stories glow. The laughter's high and the vibes just flow. Community heartbeats, we're here to show. This is the rhythm of the LDM show. We bring the news, we bring the fun. From the rising moon to the morning sun. Relationships tight where the good vibes run. The LDM show where it's all begun.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the LDM Show. I'm Charles Aloma. You are?
Lydia Penn.
Oh,
I'm listening to the
she's dancing to our theme song on the
Yeah.
background, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it is a catchy tune. I pretty much miss our old theme song, but I really like this one since it says the LDM Show name in it. But yeah, I'm just typing away to everybody to come and watch and
Hello,
talk to
hello.
us, see what's going on out here. Hey, no, I can't tag myself.
You could.
There we go. But anyway, yeah. So how was your week so far?
It's been all right.
Yes.
Little sleepy,
Little nippy.
weird.
Well,
You know how cold it got.
we're in the trial basis weather. You know what I'm saying? You
I
don't-
thought that was last week.
No, you get about 1 or 2
Oh,
days,
okay.
and then if you don't, renew your subscription, they might give you another free day. They might give you another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and if you invite a friend, they'll give you another nice
Yeah.
warm day.
I get half a day.
That's how it's been. It's been like up and down, up and down.
Only if you subscribe, though.
Yeah, only if you subscribe.
You
But
get the sunshine.
I like it when in that cold weather where you're not sure if you want to put the heater on because it's going to be too hot,
Yeah.
but then you don't want to put it
Maybe you
on.
could
It's like
keep the window open too.
uh,
A
you-
little brisk. Nice.
some of the houses need that. You need to open that window, let that cool air come in, take that bad air
well,
out.
I like to do it with the heat while the heat is blasting. Just let the.
Just go live in the housing. Because the housing, they don't know how to put their heat. It'd be mad hot one day.
It's good to have it than not
Yeah,
have it, right?
exactly.
Just open that window.
Because I went to my grandma's to check the house. I was like, what the heck? It's a sauna in here.
Are you here?
I'm like, I had to open up the windows and stuff. So it gets like that. But, yeah, it's been one of those days,
Yeah.
those weeks. But it's good, though.
It feels like it's gonna rain.
Emotionalized, why?
Yeah, me too.
It's been going up and down because of the
Hanging
weather.
in there.
That's all we got to do. That's all we can do.
Day by day.
But we're going to hit some word on the streets real quick,
Uh-oh.
let you know what's going on, and hit it.
That's what she said.
Well, word on the streets, they just found out that they paying more for the homeless problems by giving them stuff than giving them
And-
education and
buying shelter space that nobody wants to be in.
yeah, they only come at nighttime, that's it, and to sleep.
I've seen some innovations in some other states, especially where they drive a little bit more. Maybe like
Yeah.
upstate too. They have like these parking spaces where you can kind of rent the space for a little bit.
Yeah.
People live out of their cars. They're Winnebagoers and stuff. And
But there's places, I think Tennessee and a couple other places, they having the homeless people that are out living in the house, they paying them to clean the streets. You're already
Okay.
outside, might as well clean the streets.
why not?
And giving them money
You know
instead
where
of
the money's
just
coming
giving
from.
them something free.
Yeah.
Making
yeah.
them work something for it.
That's definitely that contributes to their self-esteem.
Right. But then you got those human rights people. Oh, this is, shut up.
No, because isn't that what
Shut
they
the
do
heck
with
up.
like the back to work?
Yeah, they working for their money. Shut the heck up.
When they're in the MTA cleaning it, that's part of their welfare check.
Yeah. So
So-
earning the money is way better because there are
There's more pride in it. I mean, you could say, "Oh, the government didn't give it to me. I earned it."
There are some homeless people that's shocking, but they will not ask for money.
That's pride.
So here,
I knew
let-
a
let-
homeless person like
now they're working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now they're working and they tribute to cleaning the areas and making their little money.
that. Give them a sense of worth.
Right.
Have them contribute to their community,
Mhm.
right? When they contribute, they care. They're not gonna leave stuff around, poop everywhere, stuff like that.
Yeah. Listen, if they're already outside, might as well help them clean, and they can make that money. They could probably make
I
extra
would do
money.
it. I don't care. I would do it.
They will make extra money cleaning and buying their stuff that they
Please.
need.
Depending on how much you pay, I would do it without the being
Yeah,
homeless.
and in between, they still can ask for money.
Prices, right?
They can still ask people for money in between, but
Right.
if you
Or
if-
sell things.
yeah,
whatever.
but if you have that pride, you don't want to, then this is the way to go.
Pride can hurt you.
Maybe they'll do it in New York, but it's been working in other states, so
Just pay them to clean up.
just to clean up. They make the mess pretty much themselves too, so you know.
A lot of that is regular people.
But if
too.
you're sending them to like the Bronx and Brooklyn like that, you got to pay them a little extra because they messy. they are messy, you know what I'm saying? So there are places where I'm like, yo, what happened? Like
freaking tornado came.
that's how you know. We're like, watch it over there. Why? It's windy. How you know? Look at all the garbage. It's just swinging around, like flying all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely don't know what you got till it's gone. Like to the street sweeper don't come after a while. The garbage man don't come like they did in the 70s.
hmm
In the summer, I can't imagine.
Back in the 70s and 80s, the store owners had it clean 5 feet away from their store, or not they're getting a ticket.
They don't have to, right? These days.
Nope, they ain't nobody giving
I
tickets.
only see certain people.
Well, they
doing
do, but they don't have agents to go around
It. Right. They just have to shovel.
like they used to do. They used to have people coming. Oh, yo, the sanitation agent is coming. You see them cleaning real quick. Now they like ain't nobody coming.
Yeah. There's no.
But it's still a rule. You're supposed to do it. It's still the law. But nobody.
You are? Oh.
No one's enforcing these
supposed to-
stores to clean up the front of their things.
And
so-
that's what you said, the key word, enforcement. That's why I feel
Mhm.
like it is for a lot of like smaller, petty, quality of life crimes, like dog poop and stuff like that,
Yep.
and parking. It's not enforced.
Mhm.
So, and that's for many reasons, like but it's not enforced. I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna do it. The swiping of the metros.
Yep.
You know,
If it's not
If
enforced.
the door is open, nobody's here to give me a ticket. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna be the only one paying all day.
Yep.
I'm the
Listen.
fifth sucker of the day paying.
Yeah.
Hundreds went through.
And then McDummy is trying to bring it back to $30 an hour now. So in other words, he's trying to collapse New York City's market.
People are for it and the free everything.
Well-
Yeah, they're for it.
The people that are for it are the ones that don't have anything to lose. But business people,
I could see that.
you go to $30 an hour, say goodbye to all your local
I'm
little stores.
firing everyone. I'm
All your
letting
little
you
local
go.
stores are going.
You can get, unemployment maybe, but I'm letting you go, and I'm trading you for AI.
But these are the same people that said they want the self cashiers to go away. Well, they're not going to go away if you're going to do $30 an hour.
They're gonna come.
They're going to
hard.
come out more stronger now.
There's gonna be
Yeah.
one person working at McDonald's for 8
If
to
you-
10 hours.
If you're worrying about AI taking over movies and all of that, wait till you see AI robots taking over cashiers.
They've been. It's been happening.
I don't got to pay them.
Look at
They
the
don't go to
soda
sleep.
machine.
They don't take breaks. They don't nag. They just go
No.
take your money.
They
boop, boop.
produce.
Robots probably take over the life. Don't play if you keep raising the money. And then if you think rent is expensive and you think food and clothes is
Once
expensive
they
now,
see you getting
once that $30
$30
goes
an
up,
hour, they're taking more. So you're actually taking home less.
yeah, it's stupid. They just stupid.
You're gonna be poorer.
These are the same dumb people that thought he can give free this, free that.
I don't want to insult you by calling you dumb. Maybe you just
Well, that was
hopeful.
a nice way. I didn't want to say stupid,
I know.
so I said dumb.
Maybe you people are just hopeless, hopeful, blind.
Blind, yeah, I'll go with
in
that one.
denial.
So we agree. They dumb blind.
Yeah, mental illness, denial. Because it's blatant.
Yeah,
it's blatant.
you can't think.
You'd
it's
be
gonna-
better off having 2 part-time jobs and then having more time to do your own business or whatever the heck else. Like, don't sit here and try to make iced tea or coffee your whole life, and expect to be paid out fully by that. That's just not going to happen. Maybe if you want to become the manager of that coffee shop, that's a different
See
topic.
how people been saying, let's make America great again. The part that I liked America back in the day
You
is
gotta
just
make yourself
that
better.
one parent was able to work, and they were still paying all the bills. no matter if they were working as a cashier.
3 jobs.
Now all of a sudden you got to have both parents working. Some of them working 2 jobs. One at work.
Oh, at least.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to go
2
back to
incomes.
that.
Yeah.
And why they were doing that? Because they wasn't asking for so much an hour. Because they know the more hourly rate, the companies have to charge you more because now they got to pay their employees. People work and they forget that the owners have other employees. Why you think when the owner
They
makes
don't care about the owner.
the owner makes $1 million, yo, I need a raise because he made $1 million.
See, now, if they had stock in the company, like, I think that's a good idea. Like, a small
Oh,
company or something.
get stock in the company. That $30 an hour won't
You
fly.
know what I mean? You care about the company. You want to see it grow. You want your children to work for the company. Like, that makes a big difference. I don't see why people don't.
Why you think warehouses and factories are the longest running business in the world? Because they have family. What? I'm the 4th generation Toyota motor
Making
person.
money.
And they all have houses and
Yeah,
all this stuff.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Factory work and warehouse
It's
work.
not the most glamorous, but it is definitely stable because robots can do but so much.
Right.
You still need people for those little bit of things, and that's always gonna.
You think about it. One banana that will cost you $1, right? Let's say. How many hands got to touch that? That's why it be cost $1. Because you got the factory worker that had to send it to the truck. The truck worker send it to the warehouses. The warehouses send it to the distributor. Now the distributor sends it to the stores that buy it.
Yeah.
All that
All the
is a
little,
little bit of money here
you know,
and here and here and
middlemen,
there.
yeah.
So if you're going to raise the money, guess what? Now all that,
Well, which is
Everyone
what's
that's in the middle.
happening with tariffs, right? All of that is being paid forward onto us and the Pacific people across the Pacific who need
Yeah.
to ship.
even though we're saving a whole lot of money because you really are, but overall we're like the people that buy.
Shipping might cost you $50 for
Right,
something that's $10.
but those are the people that buy here and there.
Yeah.
But as a factory, like if I'm buying a whole bunch to sell it to you,
Right. Wholesale.
you're getting cheaper because now my tariffs is not so much. But before, when the tariffs were so high, I would have to sell you. But what they do now, a lot of people didn't realize, they were putting the tariffs and the shipping in the prices already. Now people are being slick and talking about $5, but then like, shipping $15. So it's still $20. You were charging me $20 last time, but
The wording and trickery.
is the wording. So, but just be careful with that. Don't stop asking for more money. Look what happened when we went to 15. Remember,
Things are just that's a good point. It's just been gotten more expensive.
Worse.
What are we at now though? What
Fit-
legally it's 17?
it's supposed to be 15 something. I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
In New York?
I think so.
Okay.
I got to double check, right?
It's not over 7. It's not 17.
No, it's 15,
15?
minimum, right? Well, no, it didn't happen. It's 15 right now.
All right. So
Because they stopped it because of that reason. I think that, minimum wage. I couldn't be wrong.
so they want to go to 30. So
Hey
we
Pam,
haven't even
how's it going?
Hey, we haven't even gotten to 17.
Right, and it's
you want
already.
to make double that, but you're gonna have to pay double.
Again, Think about
your food's gonna be more expensive.
whatever you grab, like this microphone we grabbed. How many hands went? Now, if it went straight from the person that makes it straight to me, it would cost me $1
Yeah.
because he probably paid 50 cents.
Everybody's got to get some.
But everybody that put their hands on it, by the time it comes here, the mic is $30 to $40, $200, 30. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's expensive. So now if I got to pay this guy more money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's paying
You
for
gotta
that?
Stretch it out. You got to make it.
The person
more
that buys it has to pay for that extra $15 to $20.
Now you got to raise the price. Hello,
Yeah, sexy people in his house in the LDM.
What's
you know
up,
that.
Pamela?
Going on, Pam. Yeah, I think she's because we got that vest going. We're looking more sexy and more, Yeah, but that's word on the street. Stop, stop asking for more money.
Stop asking or get ready to pay more.
Yeah.
Either or is fine.
Because when you're working is good, but people be like, yeah, but now I'm making more money, But you think about it, you got to spend that money.
Forget the hourly. You got to strive for the salary. Ooh, did I just rhyme?
Oh wow, that was damn.
Butter.
Damn, wait, I gotta write that down. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was like
but it's true.
off the dome, like
Because right now you got people, you got people looking to. Oh, I want to make more than 100. And it's like what?
Yeah,
So and so
know.
doesn't even make 60. So it's just.
Why you think? Like when I used to
It's
work,
madness.
I used to work overtime. I was like, yeah. And then one day I
Yeah.
didn't work overtime, and I made as much money as the people that were working overtime. So I was like, whoa, I'm not going over 10 hours, you know, because you hit
Just
another
working for
bracket.
nothing.
It's not worth it. And then you killing yourself and doing things, and then you get sick. The next day they fire you anyway.
You dying like the Chinese and whatnot.
you know what I'm saying? Like-
it's too stressful.
No,
Life's
no.
too short.
Life
Life's
was too short for that, but anyway, today Brandon Lee died 28 years ago.
On the crow.
Makes me feel old when they say like
Yeah,
that.
I was
Right?
just going to say that. All you other old heads.
28 years ago. That's
28
crazy.
years. Where were you?
A quick accident with a blank bullet.
Like his father?
So they say. You know, some people say mafia. Some people say it's just bad luck. Whatever.
The curse.
The curse.
The Lee curse.
Yeah. So actually, it was funny because Brandon Lee was supposed to be in Karate Kid 3.
Really?
He was supposed to be the bad karate guy that was fighting.
What year?
What year, Brandon?
Karate Kid 3 would have come out.
Trying to see who was the guy that they took out. And the guy took it because he was hurt. So they was like, oh, we'll go with people from Brandon Lee's classes and stuff like that. And because you got to remember, Karate Kid was written before it even came out, way before it came out.
Okay.
So they already had like people who they wanted to play the part. I think first, second, and third part was already. Then they started writing all the other stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Also,
Learn something new.
Outsiders. 43 years ago it was made. Now that one makes me old. Because I remember seeing Outsiders when I was young.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Early 80s.
Yeah, and if you don't know, Outsiders were
A lot of people don't
a
know.
lot of people.
So Tom Cruise in his early days, Rob Rowe in his early days. Who else? Charlie Sheen in his early days. Was his brother there? No.
That's why
all the white dudes that you swooned for in the 80s, they were in there. In the 80s and 90s.
No,
they grew up to be bigger. What do they call them?
like a bigger stars.
A-class
Yeah.
actors that we idolize today.
And these guys, they keep giving me the old Outsiders. I want the 90.
You had it though.
The outside, yeah. No, but I'm talking about the cast.
Yeah, you had them.
Was it 1980s? Let's say 86 or something?
No, it's
83.
before that.
Okay,
'cause Tom
80
Cruise's teeth were messed
Yeah,
up,
83. So
yeah.
here we go. Matt Dillon, Ralph DiMacchio, Thomas Howell, who also did
Patrick Swayze.
Thomas Howell did the Blues,
Yeah.
series called Blues.
Okay.
Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise,
Yeah,
Emilio
Estevez was
Estevez,
in it.
Diane Lynn. But they were like,
One or two women
yeah,
in there.
yeah, but
Well, what was it about? Like a camp?
well, no, they were kids, supposed to be kids in the gang war.
Okay, they were the bad kids.
They were like the greasers versus the
Oh.
high society gang,
Okay,
with
okay.
the little
80s villains.
vesting type of thing that they had with the little
Pop the collar.
yeah, those type of people. So it was a story about Ralph DiMacchio and them, how they were young and they get caught, and each one had a different story. So Rob Lowe, Patrick Swayze, they were the brothers. They had to take care of Ralph DiMacchio, friend, because they were the oldest of the brothers. So they showed like how they had to work in the gas station at the same time working and helping because their parents were dead.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was a whole good thing, very sad. Parts that I remember is when Matt Dillon lost it because Ralph DiMacchio passed away
Yeah.
on a burnt because they went into a house to save a kid and he got burned and then died.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Let's do it for Johnny. Let's do it for you." You know what I'm saying? So like
Those
that
good old
that
feel-good
moment,
movies.
you get the little little throat like, "Oh man, oh man,"
Yeah, they
And
don't
then
make movies like that anymore.
Stevie Wonder sung the theme song, "Stay Gold."
Okay.
So it was a movie of its time
I'm gonna have to
where
check
it's
it out.
still If you have not seen it, go
And it's
see
got
it.
all of them in it when they were young and
Yes.
before they got all
Yes.
beautified.
The only one that's not here now is Patrick Swayze. But everybody else
That's
is doing.
cancer for you. So
Yeah. Matt Dillon, what is Matt Dillon doing now? That I'm
just
now
getting old.
Just getting old, right?
Yeah.
He haven't really done anything.
I think he's just like chilling,
Yeah, because if you remember Matt Dillon Wild Thing, he was
I
on
was just gonna say that. I was like, after Wild Things, he's like, man.
Yeah, he did Wild Thing. He did a couple other stuff, and then he just like relaxed.
Right.
But,
Something about Mary.
Yeah. I forgot about that one.
He
Something
chilled
about
after
Mary.
those movies in the 90s.
So he got his money. He did his
Yeah.
thing. So Rob Lowe, of course, is doing The Floor, that game show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he's Atkins.
And then he's doing 911 Nashville, I think it is. That one. He's a fireman. So he's still doing his thing.
Looking good.
So and of course Tom Cruise doing Tom Cruise's stuff. And
No, we all know.
Ralph DiMaggio still doing Karate Kid. Ride that wave as much as possible. I'm telling
To
you.
the grave.
Telling you, boy. Ralph DiMaggio don't play.
I mean, that's what you gotta do. You gotta make lemonade out of lemons sometimes.
Yeah. Guarantee you people out there haven't seen this one. Crossroads with Ralph DiMaggio. Exactly.
That sounds
Real good drama type movie. It was about Ralph DiMaggio who loves jazz and loves to play guitar.
I didn't.
So he was out.
He's with a black guy?
Yeah, he was
Okay,
out
okay,
to
I know
go
what you're talking
find
about.
the famous jazz singer. But there is a urban legend that he sold his soul to become one of the best jazz singers at a crossroads.
At the crossroads, that infamous crossroads.
And that's where that story comes, the crossroads, And he met the guy and found out it was true. He sold his soul. So Ralph DiMaggio had to
They
play
still say that to this day, that old blues
that a lot of the
singer
jazz blues singers sold their
sell
soul.
their soul for instruments or
Yeah.
for,
And at the end, he had to play against a guy who the guy was the one that was taking people's souls.
the devil. So
It was a good weekend movie.
The tale as old as time.
And how he won was with a classic, not a jazz thing. And he mixed it up with a jazz.
Yeah, you just
And it gives
played
you
the
the
hell out of
whole,
it.
hey, how's it going?
What's up,
watching
Rad?
Hug Rad, watching from YouTube.
Welcome.
Yeah, but The Outsiders, and then this is Crossroad. Ralph DiMaggio made Cousins. With
I don't think I know that one.
that he got busted and
Oh, you're talking about my cousin Vinny.
Cousin Vinny. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was funny.
that was
That was funny.
classic.
Even though that was not his movie, he was a
No,
co-star.
that was Jesus.
DeVito.
Yeah, no.
No, was it DeVito?
No.
No. I get them two mixed up.
What's the name? I know somebody knows out there. What's
Yeah.
the name?
From My Cousin Vinny. And the female, oh my God, she's so funny.
Marissa Tomei.
Yes.
She still looks good.
Yeah, she does. Rodney liked her. I remember when her birthday. You
remember that?
Yeah, Rodney was like, "Oh, she's still good looking.
She's still fine.
Still fine." Yeah, so they did good movies. Now, speaking of movies, it's like, can we get something where movies have like impact like Outsiders? You have all these guys coming in and they have a message. All stars. Like we were talking about how many shows besides Harlem Nights, what was that one? With the big Sylvester Stallone.
St. Elmo's, that's what I was thinking of.
St. Elmo's, but did they have an all cast?
They did. They had a lot of like the Breakfast Club type of people.
Okay. Yeah.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that.
No, it's not like The Outsiders. It's not like, where you have.
There was 8, 10 of them?
Yeah.
What other movie where there's 10?
And they all went and made something
They
of themselves.
all got famous. Like
They all got famous from that one movie.
grade A
Just
famous.
now some of them were
Maybe they had
somewhat.
the same manager.
Well, maybe.
Huh?
But they were somewhat, famous already,
Yeah.
because I think
But that helps.
no, Roadhouse came out I think after '83, right?
Roadhouse.
With Patrick Swayze, I think it came after. Yeah, that came
In the
after.
late 80s.
Yeah. So I think this is what portrayed them and pushed them to do.
A lot of that was their early work right there. That was,
Yeah.
what they put on their resume. Like, I was in this movie.
So if you guys remember any all-cast stars that movie that was good and meaningful, besides the guys all old heads, Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, and who they had? They had Jackie Chan in there too, right?
Somebody, yeah.
Jet Li was there.
Yeah.
So they had some good ones. What they got 3 parts of that movie.
They did. They strung it
Yeah,
along.
but they don't. I don't see a real good drama one where they all pretty
Right.
much involved.
Drama.
You know, so horror and drama. I mean, suspense and drama. I have not seen a real good one. Like I see horror, yeah,
That would
blood.
be I mean, Scream. They're
Well, that's
vamping
considered a
that, but-
horror, not a
Yeah.
suspense.
Yeah.
Even though it's supposed to be because it's a who done it, but since it shows a lot of blood, it's not really a suspense. But what they on, like 37?
I don't know. I don't know, but she's got a daughter, so
Yeah.
maybe
Now
you
her
see
daughter friends
she'll
don't
have
like
a
her.
Granddaughter, I don't know,
The
like
grand-
Halloween, right? Halloween they went through.
The granddaughter got mad because she found out that her other great grandfather used to be the Scream guy, and they killed him. And it's like, come on now.
I mean, do you want to watch it? Do you not want to watch it? You don't know.
I know it's so stupid,
You're
but I
kinda
watch it.
curious, like I wonder how they're gonna flip it through the 4th generation.
Yeah, I watched this one and I'm like, okay, they even had a museum of the house that they had, so come on now. But I want a good suspense movie, and I think I'm gonna have to film it my damn self to
Psycho
make
or
it
the
right.
Birds. They would have
Right?
to
You know what I'm saying? Like
redo the
Psycho
birds.
was crazy. Nah, don't touch the birds. Don't touch the birds.
Unless you make it black and white,
Don't touch the birds. Don't touch Psycho. Leave that
no
alone.
CGI.
No. Those were the good heck of movies, Unless you're gonna do it the same exact
Yeah, like
way.
you do it like the same.
Don't try to change the storylines and stuff like that. No.
I don't like it when they
You know-
change the.
You know,
They make them a whole nother race. Like I know it's supposed to be about equality, but
no.
for
Don't
me,
change
it's
it.
about
No.
nostalgia. You know,
No.
like if let's say
You can bet.
Kevin from Home Alone was like, didn't they do that?
Like
They
a
made him
Chinese
black.
guy or
They
so, or a
did
black
make him
kid.
black or
No,
something, didn't
see,
they?
no.
I don't know. They've
You-
done that.
I can't see Norman Bates as a black or Spanish person. No, leave it alone.
See, you're giving them ideas. A trend.
No. Just leave it alone. Because first of all, blacks and Puerto Ricans don't have that psycho type mind like they
Like
do.
white men.
Yeah, like they do. We don't.
Like white straight cisgendered men.
And that was a heck of a good movie. And they didn't even show no gore parts, but everybody
you
was
don't
scared.
need it. You don't
Everybody was
need
scared of that movie.
It was the noise.
Oh my God.
You knew what that was about.
The
Turn
the
on the
whole
light.
bathroom scene. All you see was blood coming down the water, but you
It
didn't
didn't
see
need
the
to be
stabbing.
red.
You
Right.
didn't see nothing, and it was so still scary.
Yeah.
So
Iconic. We
can
talk
we
about it
can
to
we
this
do
day.
iconic movies like that? We don't really need the slashing and all that. That's more disgusting than
Do we
than
have the
scary.
brains to make original things? I
That-
don't think so right now.
But that's the problem. We had the imagination to know when you go behind that guy's back and you see the knife and then you see the squirting on the screen. You already knew he got his throat cut.
Your imagination.
We didn't have to look at his throat getting cut. I don't understand that.
Everything's so literal.
Yeah. So listen,
This
do what
is-
you got to do, but leave my good Alfred Hitchcock movies.
They're gonna
and-
remake it.
Well, look what they
Make them
did with
just-
Fog.
Oh yeah.
They remade it and it was not that great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You try to remake it
Even
like
the Stephen King ones.
even the stupid ones like Blob, like the big blob that came out of jelly. It was so funny, but back in the days, it was still a good movie.
It was good back in the day.
Don't touch it. They tried to
Yeah.
touch it and they made it crystallizing
It's
and
CGI,
no.
you
There's
know.
certain movies you don't touch, but there's certain ones that maybe if they remade it differently,
Yeah.
then what do you guys think? What movies
What
do
movies
you?
would you redo?
Yeah. Now that you say that, let me
Or would
see.
you not redo?
One that I think I would maybe redo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, from back in horror wise.
Anything.
Oh, because
Horror is very predictable to redo, but anything.
I would say, I don't know if people seen it, but Foods of the Gods. It was an old movie where this guy was inventing some food to make chickens and all that bigger quicker so they can have more meat.
Like now?
Right. But these things came real big. There was the big rats and everything.
Like Clifford the Big Red
Yeah, it's
Dog
called
movie?
Food of the Gods. Check it out.
You know what's funny? It's an older movie.
Yeah, but you
From
can
like the
see you can
60s?
see the green
claymation?
screen type of thing, and you can see that they were real rats, but you can tell that they shrink the background video.
Made smaller houses and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah.
the
You
concept
gotta
of it was
appreciate
good.
it, yeah.
Make that one again. That was pretty cool. But movies that I don't want to see them changing is like Ben, the rat movie. Pretty good movie. Leave it alone.
Saw that.
Oh, you got to see it. That's what made pretty much Michael Jackson made
Really?
the song Band
Okay.
was because of
Makes
that.
sense.
It was a New York rat who was controlled every single rat.
I want to see
You
them
know?
make Soylent Green again. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see
I
it.
mean, Snowpiercer kind of like did it with that little glob thing that they
Right.
had, but I don't know if they could do something along the lines of Soylent Green. For those of you who haven't seen it,
Like a touch up, like a little touch up,
something.
not a whole.
not
not a
change
whole
the
remix.
story,
Right,
no,
oh,
just
okay.
like update it to make it more modern, maybe.
Right, okay.
With like technology, maybe like Logan's Run type of technology. Like that old school, but there's nothing really technological.
I got you.
Space Odyssey type of technology.
That I can understand.
Yeah, the 60s technology, not our technology.
Right.
I think it would be different, you know, because I feel like they don't. It's gonna come out later. You guys are gonna see it later. What they actually put in our fast food meat.
Yeah.
What they can get away with technically calling meat. Just be careful. Be careful, because everything's not meat.
Yeah. So, speaking of meat, we've been reading labels wrong, and people are like,
For example, like what?
right. For example, when they say no sugar added, doesn't really mean that there's no sugar added. What they mean is that they didn't put sugar
Right.
after it was made.
Right, but there could be sugar in it naturally.
There's already sugar in it because fruit has
has
sugar.
sugar.
So these are words what they use to grab you, and people are so dumb they think it. Fiber, gluten-free. There's no such thing as gluten-free in a bread
Gluten-free
because
fiber.
bread comes from wheat, and wheat already has fiber. So let's stop with
It's
the
got to be made out of something else.
right. So if they saying gluten-free, that's chemical-made food. It's not natural food. Stop it already, because I be hearing, oh, I got wheat gluten-free. How you got wheat gluten-free
Gluten-free
bread?
wheat. They don't know.
Ain't wheat gluten already? You
know.
cannot have two of them. Listen,
Even when they say like it's got grass, no, what are they saying?
grass-fed cows
Or
and stuff.
vegetables in it, or whatever.
I love that one. This is from grass-fed cows. Cows eat grass. What else?
Well, they feed up corn. That's why.
Yeah. So, and here's another one too. Cage-free
Plant-based.
eggs. Cage-free chickens.
That means that they're outside, but they
No.
could be all caged together.
They're not outside. They just not in a little cage. They in a
They could
bigger
be in
cage.
a big barn
They in a bigger cage.
on top of each other.
You know, a small cage and a big cage does not change the egg. It's still an egg.
It's still a cage.
They still caged. They still egged. You know
what
what I'm saying?
matters is them roaming, I guess. Them roaming around freely.
But it doesn't.
having space.
But it doesn't change the egg.
No.
It's still an egg.
No, it changes taste sometimes.
No, don't.
I think so.
Because the eggs from other countries, like Philippines and all that,
Well, unless-
their eggs
right.
are so.
Unless you're putting,
it's
like-
what you feed them.
Yeah, you're putting like biotics, antibiotics in them and stuff.
Yeah,
and
so
we'll
it got
taste the
nothing to do with them
difference.
free. You know, a pregnant person stood in the house all
Yeah,
her
they're not gonna
9
have
months,
diseases and
still
things.
has a baby that's still a baby. You know what I mean? So an egg is still an egg. Prove me wrong and bring me a cage egg and a chicken that's running around, and let's put those two eggs together. Nobody ever questioned that? Like, bring me those two eggs. Don't
should
tell
do a
me
test.
it's different.
You should do a test.
Right?
Somebody out there is
because
gonna do an
I did
egg
the only reason I took the cageless chicken eggs because it was on sale, lower than the regular one.
Okay.
So I went like this, boom, it was still yellow. It still tastes the same, and it was different.
Yeah.
You know, the labels are the same. Read the labels.
Yeah.
It's the
now
same.
what they're
damn
feeding
thing.
it, that's gonna make the difference. The chemicals, all of that, that's gonna make a difference.
So don't let them lie
that
and
has
say
to do with humanity and humane. And
that's what that was.
Yeah.
People were complaining that these chickens are
they
tied
can
in
get
one
diseases
place.
like the salmon does. The salmon tank.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
stuff
the
like
only
that.
thing. So they were not saving the eggs. They was trying to save the chicken for the meat.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the eggs. So, but anyway,
Looking for
yeah. Real fruit drinks just means that they started off with real fruit. Doesn't mean they ended with the real fruit. So stop reading these labels but this is real fruit. No.
It's got 90% daily value sugar in it.
Yes, exactly.
You're gonna get diabetes that minute.
Real fruit just means they put fruit in the beginning, but then they dilute it with the water and everything, so you don't taste so much of the sugar.
You're better off eating the fruit.
Yes. If you want real fruit, you got to make it yourself. Because there's no way you're going to get a gallon of orange juice and it's real fruit. When it takes a half a little cup, it takes almost 10 oranges to fill that half.
Yeah.
So how you got a whole gallon and we don't got that much oranges out here? Think about it.
Didn't they say they were running out of oranges?
Yeah, because they dilute it with the water so you don't taste so much of the sugar that they put to make it,
Now, what's the difference between that and the concentrate stuff? Remember the frozen one?
Oh, that's the one that you look at it real good like this and you concentrate.
You know the one I'm talking about,
Yeah,
the old one.
because that was the one that they so-called squeezed all the oranges to get it. No, they didn't.
Well, why they say that's bad for you now?
Because they lied. You
Now
still,
it's got to be in the freezer.
you still got dumb people in the supermarket looking at it because it says concentrate. So they still staring at the damn thing.
Now, if I get this, the one on the shelf costs less.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You got to read labels.
Yeah, so real fruit juice doesn't really mean it's real fruits in it. Here's another one, too, where people, that expired yesterday. No, it didn't.
Depends on what it is.
No, expired dates is for the stores, for the factories. They got to get it out before that date.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that it's spoiled.
What about the one if it says used by? Still?
No, that's why they're saying use it by. They have to sell it, right?
It never says must eat by.
Right. It doesn't say must
When
not
it says
eat.
that,
Because there
That'll
are
be the day.
stores in PA that have things that expired.
Yeah.
And people go and they buy it.
I like the fact that food expires. It's supposed to.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's not the date where it expired. If you
Right.
read in the bottom,
Sell
it
by
says
date.
some of them say 6 months after they expired, 3 months after it expires. The date is for the factory
Or
to
sell
know
by date,
how
yeah.
they have to keep recycling it.
Right.
It doesn't really mean I ain't buying this milk because it expired yesterday. It doesn't work that way.
Certain things you can have longer. Like you can have
Now, if it was outside of the refrigerator,
the elements in the midst of the
But if it was in the
elements.
refrigerator and then yesterday was the expired
Or
date,
the
doesn't
freezer,
really mean. Yeah, it doesn't really mean that.
rice doesn't really expire.
Yeah, so
Certain pantry items you can have for a while.
it just means they have to sell it by the factory, not the store.
Yeah.
The factory has to sell it to a store before that date. That's all it means. It doesn't really mean you.
Yeah.
Milk,
So if it's expired, don't get it.
right. Milk is so funny because I don't know if you ever seen the milk and it has that little dent inside the milk.
Mm-hmm.
If that pops, sometimes it's because someone hit it. But if it's sitting there and then it pops,
It means
the
it's-
milk is spoiled.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
there's
how
all
they
types
know.
of bacteria in
Right,
there.
because
Penicillin.
because when it spoils, it gets into. So now you can still buy it and make you can make cottage
Make
cheese.
some cheese, some cheese out of that.
Because a lot of people don't know cottage cheese is just spoiled milk.
yes, you can make your own cottage cheese. You can look it up.
So that's a sign that when it pops up, it's no more milk. It's
Cultured,
cottage cheese
yeah,
now.
Yeah,
So,
yogurt.
Yeah, it become right. They make yogurt out of it. So when the factory sees that date, they take it and then they bring it to the side and they make the yogurt, the cottage cheese, all with that.
Probiotics.
You know, same thing with the chickens and the meats.
That's a little trickier.
The
isn't
real
it?
meats, yeah. When
So that's flesh.
they're getting older, they won't normally sell it to restaurants
All right.
because they're cooking it. So when you're cooking it, you're killing the
Well,
bacteria.
back in the day, there were some butchers who sold meat that wasn't good to some people.
Yeah, and you're not supposed
You're not
to.
supposed to.
When they are already getting to an expired date, the butchers back in the days used to sell it to the restaurants because the restaurants were cooking and
Immediately.
it killed the bacteria.
Yeah.
So that's
For
why,
less.
right?
Yeah.
That's why the restaurants were selling the meat for less.
Yeah.
They couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And now a lot of companies are doing that. Like big factories, when they don't sell it,
Sell it to somebody else.
they sell it to
Smaller.
restaurants.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
now a lot of meat
It's not wasted.
companies have two sides of the factories. It comes here. Oh, they didn't sell it. They'll grab that pallet and put it to the other side. And now they sell it to the restaurants. That's
Meat
where the
management.
restaurants get it cheaper. Doesn't mean it's going to kill you. It just means that since they deal with flames, better than putting it in the refrigerator.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely.
and smell the meat. If the meat, I always say if the meat smells bad,
Right.
when in doubt,
Because
throw
sometimes
it
they
out.
put that red dye on it. You don't know how. You don't know. Just be careful.
Some of them be like, oh, they don't even pluck the chicken right. They got the feathers in it. Those are the best ones because they're pretty much
I
fresh.
think so.
Because if the feathers fell out, that means the meat is already too soft.
Yeah. Just.
If you
cook
got to go
it.
like this, plunk, and
Yeah.
pluck it out like a pimple,
Just cook it. Just
you're
cook
good. You know, a lot of food they boil before they fry. I boil like my hamburger meat and stuff like that. I boil it and then
Okay.
throw the water out.
Was that
Like,
for bacteria?
mostly for the it keeps some of the season that I put. It sinks it into the meat
With the water.
versus just putting it in there.
Yeah.
So the water actually sinks
Yeah.
the
But it's
season.
because when you make tacos, that's what they tell you. They tell you to put water in it.
Yeah, for the
With the
seasoning.
seasoning.
So these are little things, you know. Maybe we do a little cooking segment here one day.
Eh?
You know, show you how it is.
Right.
But I don't know. When it comes to pork and hamburgers, I gotta go hands down. Everybody loves them when I make it.
What, pork
And-
hamburgers?
No, pork or hamburgers.
Oh. I've never actually had a ham burger.
Right? Oh man, even my son and my wife, she doesn't like it because the mess that I leave.
What, the burger made out of pork?
No, the hamburger, because I make it
Made
out
out
of
of
real.
beef.
Yeah. So, and that's another thing. Why you call it hamburger if it's beef?
I think it used to be made out of pork.
Was it?
Maybe.
But it was
look that one up.
hamburger. Wouldn't it be a beef burger? But
Maybe it was actual ham.
but if you think about it,
No.
if you watch Happy Days and all that, you look at the menu. It says beef burger. So I'm thinking back in the 50s and 60s, they used to probably call it beef burger because I watched some of these old movies and like
got bacon,
Back to the
Canadian
Future.
bacon.
When he goes to see and then his mother and his father was at the thing.
It says
Look at the
beef
menu.
burger.
It said beef burger. It didn't say hamburgers until the 60s when it said hamburgers. So something down the line changed it. I don't know. Maybe they started making it out of
Yeah.
pork.
I think
And then they started calling it cheeseburgers. They didn't call it hamburger or beef. They just said cheeseburger.
or a hamburger with cheese. Right.
Right. So, I don't know.
McDonald's.
Something in the wording.
Damn McDonald's.
But boil some of your food. I know some people that boil their chicken and then freeze it
Yeah.
for later on.
Yeah. The flavor.
The
definitely
flavor stays in.
stay-
You season it and then you
You
freeze
season it. Yeah. When you first buy it, it's nice to like season it and then package it yourself
Right.
or whatever.
Because they say when you season it, it lasts longer.
Mhm.
So.
Because you got the
And then
salt.
that lemon.
Yeah.
Throw that lemon on the top and freeze it. You're good
Oh.
to go. The lemon
do that.
compresses the bacteria
Yeah.
that it won't, really hit. So
Okay.
when you freeze it, now if you freeze it, like let's say if you got 3 or 4, that's not a good idea. The best thing to do is freeze
Separate it?
one at
Yeah.
a time because sometimes when you open it and defreeze the chicken, and then you gotta freeze it again, defreeze it, freeze it again. You're putting the bacteria
Yeah.
in and out.
When you take it out, it just
Yeah. So do
Keep
it
it out.
separate. Do a little separate bags. That's just a little thing.
I
I'm
get
gonna give you.
weary after I've heated something up and then I put it back in the fridge and then
Yeah.
all right. How many times am I going to do this?
But we got a little time. Let's get to our petty topic of the day, and that's petty. You ever broke up with someone and took something?
At-
What's
at
the
age
most
12?
What's
yeah.
the most petty thing you took back from your ex? Like take away.
See, I've never done it, but I could imagine. For me, the most petty thing would probably be like food.
Your fruit? Talking about I brought this can of corn. I'm taking it with me.
Or one piece of furniture, like it's just
My favorite seat.
right. That one piece of furniture is mine, and the rest is that other person's. Like,
My favorite seat. I'm gonna take it. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? This is mine.
the dog.
Magdalia said a phone charger. She said, I'm taking my phone charger back.
Yeah, Magdalia. Yeah.
We got Scott Dow said, I'm taking the toilet paper back.
I could see that. I could definitely see
Carmen
that.
said, all her sneakers and sending them to my older brother in DR. Those are kind of petty.
Taking somebody's used sneakers.
You be like, listen, I brought these sneakers. You're gonna.
Somebody's PSP.
I brought. Yo,
Chucking it out the window.
listen.
I didn't do it.
I'm leaving. When I left, I took my TV, and it was a big TV,
You're a man.
and my game system.
You're
I'm
a
not
man.
leaving it with nope.
That's a man right there. I'm taking.
And she was like, she said, but what the kids are gonna
wires and
watch?
stuff falling.
True story. She was like, what the kids are gonna watch? I said, I guess you're gonna have to buy a TV.
That.
She was like, well, you brought it for all of us. I said, no, I brought it for
Oh,
my
my
money.
God.
I'm out. The TV go with
Can't
me.
make this stuff up.
You know. That's
It
petty.
is.
That's what I'm saying. What is the pettiest thing you took?
The plant.
Scott said toilet paper. It's like, seriously? I brought the
This
six
is my
pack.
toilet paper.
I'm the one that went to BJ's to get the whole pack. You know?
Ice cream.
Ice cream? That would be petty. That would be petty. I'm taking.
This is $10.
I'm
all
taking
natural.
the vanilla side.
Taking
I'll leave you the
vanilla
strawberry.
and the chocolate. You can have the.
You can have the strawberry. Nobody eats that one anyway.
These are my cupcakes.
I think food
My
is
cereal.
true.
And my milk.
I think food would be the most pettiest thing to take.
That's what I thought. Because
Right?
it's gonna expire. It's gonna go bad.
You were like, no,
And the other person could always make use of it, right? No.
you can
It's mine.
imagine you breaking up talking about, I'm taking this chicken. LDM said to pack it up one at a
Leftovers.
time. and-
Leftovers.
Nope, it lasts longer.
Leftover Christmas dinner.
I'm taking, matter of fact, you're never going to somebody's party and getting extras because I'm taking the Tupperware. Now,
My macaroni and cheese.
my mac and cheese.
Shoot. This is my mother's
My mother's recipe,
apple
right?
pie.
My mama biscuit.
No, but that is true.
That's my mama biscuit.
Technically, if you broke up like that day, right? And like, no, I'm taking this pumpkin pie back.
I'm taking that pumpkin pie.
You don't even like pie.
Damn.
You can have the chicken.
Now, what is more petty, taking it or throwing it away?
Throwing it away so nobody can have it. See
That's
now
petty.
that I can relate to.
That's
now,
petty.
now nobody has it.
You know what? You only ate one slice of this pie. The rest is in the garbage. You ain't eating my
What
pies.
some people do today? Oh, you love your kids? Now nobody.
I think I'll do that. You know what?
It's messed
This
up.
is my milk and cookies.
That's the pettiest I've heard.
And since there's only a little bit of milk, nobody getting this milk. I'm out.
That's right.
Oh, you want these cookies? Crush them all up.
Now, take your cookies.
You getting crumb cookies now. That's petty. That's real petty, though.
But think about it.
Oh, man.
You hate that person, or you just,
No, you got to really hate that.
You take their chips.
You got to hate the... so you waited till I buy the cookies for you to break up with me. No, this ain't happening.
Just smash the hell out of their Doritos.
This ain't happening. Well,
Fritos.
petty...
These
petty,
your Fritos?
Yeah. So you want to try to dip with these potato chips, right? We ain't having no dip on this one.
Now you can drink it.
You're going to be with a little chip trying to dip. That's all you're going to be
Right? Trying to bake it.
I'll be so petty. I will empty the milk and then put it right back in the refrigerator. That's how petty I'll be.
Right?
So
Right?
all this time you think there's milk because every time you open it, you
Put
see
it in a
okay,
big-ass
there's
bowl.
milk. There's milk. Like the juice, you know how they come in the half gallon? I'll pour the juice out and put that right back in the fridge. So when you open it up, oh, there's milk. Yeah, there's still juice. And then when you go like this, like somebody that I know, a little boy in
Orange
the house,
juice?
always leaves a little bit of juice, not even enough for a glass.
Little boy.
Some little boy
juice-
around
juice
there.
thief.
He leaves that little juice, and when I grab it, I'm like, seriously, like you could have just
Just
drank
drink
this?
it. Just drink it.
Well, you drink some of the cup
Or
and then you
pour
pour
in
it
a
back
cup.
in.
So
No, you drink a little bit of the cup and then you pour the rest
now
in
you
there.
know what would be worse?
No,
You
see?
take the remainder of the juice or the milk and you just pour water in it and put it back in the fridge.
Oh no, that was back.
Hey,
us.
Apollonia.
My mom, no, my mom, yo,
Petty.
why you not eating cereal? Because there's no milk. What you mean there's no milk? Dame, give me the milk, and then put some water. Here, now you got milk for your brother and you. And we used to eat the cereal looking
That's
like,
the worst.
but you think about it, what is that now? That's low-fat milk.
Yeah, sugar water.
That's low-fat milk. Milk with water. That's basically what you're getting.
Use the creamer.
We invented the low-fat milk back in the days. We were po, so water.
Nah, water and cereal is
Now
the
you're gonna
worst.
tell me, back in the days you never did this. Yo, Will, ketchup in the water. You never did it.
That's the worst thing you could do. I had an ex who did that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Will don't eat sauce.
It-
But back in the days,
No, I
we
knew
put
somebody
water,
who did that.
shake that ketchup up. Come on, shake
No,
that ketchup
no,
up.
No, because now my fries are watery. No, just
You
take
still
it.
got ketchup on the side.
You
You
can
want to
have
bring
it.
that? You want to
You
bring
can.
that water in
Do
there?
that with mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise too. I don't really eat mayonnaise
No,
though.
no,
I don't know.
no.
So you know when you pour, you be like, no, I still got something.
I'd
And you
rather
hear the
eat
glass,
cereal water.
click, 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 and you still trying to get mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Click, click, click. There's still some on the side.
Leave it, let it sit upside down.
Yeah,
You gotta
know.
get it all, guys. You gotta get it all.
Come on. Milk, cereal, and water.
Waste
That's
not,
what we
want
used to
not.
mix
No,
it in.
Cereal water pisses me off. That water and cereal. Especially
Yeah.
no, it's just there's no good cereal for that.
Frosted Flakes back in the days were good.
Maybe that's it.
But you had to eat quick. You
Yeah,
can't
'cause
eat
then it
Frosted
gets
Flakes.
mushy.
Yeah, you can't eat Frosted Flakes slow.
cornflakes with
Nah.
water.
Cornflakes with water. And you know what's so funny? People used to
Grape
buy
nuts.
cornflakes to try to do because it was sugar free, but you'd still put sugar.
Put the sugar in it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little mushier than Frosted Flakes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You got 2 seconds to eat it.
no Frosted Flakes. Yeah, you when you do Frosted Flakes, you got to tell your family, don't talk to me right now because I'm about to eat Frosted Flakes. Because that one moment I got to answer you and I look back, it's already done.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's nothing but slush.
Nothing but slush. That's all you
Oatmeal.
get. But
Unless you got that Captain Crunch.
what else you used to
Rip
do
the
to
roof of
save
your
money
mouth.
back in the days?
Save money.
Because
Make your own popsicles.
we used to, oh my God, yes.
People still do it to this day. I mean, you can make little Jello things and.
We used to do it with the red drink, the purple drinks. We used to put, I mean, Kool-Aid, cherry, for y'all people that don't know. And then we used to
Flavor Aid.
we didn't put sticks back in the days.
No.
We used to use the ice tray
Yeah, and just pop it.
and just pop it, boom. Back in the days.
Or use a toothpick. Or
we said like, like the toothpick, so, but sometimes the toothpick come out and the ice still there.
Yeah,
so
just fuck it. Just
we, bam. Now they want to put icicles, popsicle sticks.
Oh yeah, they've been trying
now
to
they
make
do.
it. It's just dishes, man.
Listen.
It's just more dishes to clean.
Listen, like Jello. Jello was my thing. A lot of people don't really eat Jello nowadays.
You know what? I think it's coming back.
It's coming back?
I think it's coming back, depending on what you put in it.
No. Well, I don't
You can
do
make
Jello.
your own jellies.
Yeah, I don't do Jello shot. I
Your
do
own
Jello.
gummies.
I used to love Jello. And then put it in your mouth and you making that into a drink,
such a
and you
thing.
still got it there,
And it's warm.
and it's all,
Ugh.
and then you finally want to swallow it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
come on.
If
now.
you're a real gross kid, you would do that thing over the bridge.
Oh. Then the Jello, when I was small, I used to make circles and designs
gross
and
kid.
stuff. Yeah. See, these are little things y'all don't know about.
The good old fun days.
Yeah, little kids don't know about that.
You know.
The little Jellos and stuff. You eat. Back in the day, we had, even to this day, we have like the rice with the eggs, things that filled you up. Mac and cheese with rice, which I always hated.
Beefaroni. Any aroni.
Oh my God, any aroni with the white rice.
That was a meal for lots of folks.
White rice used to go with every little thing because
Right, it
white
still
rice
does.
fills you up. So back in the 80s.
Flavor it, just put a pineapple in it.
Matter of fact, I'm thinking about eating some white rice with some raviolis.
White rice and ravioli.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
2 carbs?
Yeah, man, that fills you up. That fills
Yeah,
you
because you
up.
got the rice and you got the
Spaghetti
pasta.
and meatballs and put that in there. Ooh, bow, bow, bow. You good to
You're
go.
going to be full.
You
Definitely
go,
gonna be
you
full.
ain't going to sleep hungry, but it was the cheapest way to feed us.
Yeah.
My mom we had 6 brothers, 3 brothers, 3 sisters.
Beans.
So, the candy beans, the Boston baked beans. I call them candy beans because they were sweet. The Boston baked beans with
Those
the
were
white
sweet.
rice. You good to
I
go.
like the baked beans.
The baked
I used
beans?
to like
Yeah,
them
the
a
Boston
lot with
baked
hot
beans.
dogs. Not with the hot dog, but
No,
like
no.
hot dog and then
Every
that-
school, when they gave hot dogs back in the days, they gave the Boston baked beans.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
The baked beans were always
Pumpkin beans.
Yep. And then you see put the Boston baked beans on
Yeah,
what they
put
call
it
them
on the
now,
hot dog.
chili
Yeah, chili
dogs.
dogs.
That's what they call them now, chili dogs.
With the onions. Put the
We just
beef.
put the little bam. You don't even get none of the beans because it's all falling down.
The bread is wet.
Yeah, so you.
Sloppy Joe.
Oh my God! I made a sloppy Joe for my wife one time. She was like, "What's this?" She liked it.
You liked
She was-
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't like the texture.
It's too.
Yeah.
It's too. Sloppy.
It's called sloppy Joe for a reason.
It's like what do you call that? Chopped cheese.
Yeah,
A little bit.
yeah. And I didn't even put peppers or nothing like that in it.
Oh yeah.
Like
You
it's
put
no.
some slice of cheese on it.
Oh yeah. Come on, like cheesesteaks. Come on, now you're getting me hungry. Now you just got me hungry.
This is the American way.
Yeah.
As a kid, you can't really eat that stuff now because you don't know what the heck.
Yeah.
You
Just let us know what was the
love
food that
sloppy
filled
joes.
you up, but it was cheap to buy for your parents. You probably don't know because you don't pay, you know,
I don't
you
know if
didn't pay for
anybody
it.
else's mom made like a casserole. Those were cheap
Yeah,
too.
those are
I didn't like those.
quick food that you would never
You
go
just put
to
everything
sleep.
together like a pie, like a shepherd's pie.
I think that was the leftover
It's
pie. That's what
leftover
I call
stuff,
it.
yeah.
The leftover pie.
Leftover pie.
Like throw everything that was left over and put
You
it in
don't
there.
want it? Make a sandwich.
What? And they just made a fancy name. You know, so no.
Everything together.
Yeah, because
Or
even
pot
the
pie.
even the shepherd pie was that
You got the
green
mashed
beans,
potatoes.
mashed potatoes, corns.
vegetables.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
it was basically your mashed potatoes on the side with a
I
pie.
was thinking about making some the other day, man. Yeah, I just might before it gets
Yeah.
too hot.
Now, if you're like me, sometimes I don't like my food mashed up like that.
Yeah, it depends. You got to be in the mood for that.
I'm like, even the mashed potatoes, I gotta
Not
take
all
the
the
mashed potato
time,
and then the
yeah,
corn, and
yeah,
then
not
I
all
can't
the
have it all
time.
mixed.
Because it makes me feel like
And it's all going in the same mouth, and it's all coming out the same
it
way.
makes me feel like I'm in some sort of work camp or something. You know, like refugees. And not to be funny, but I don't feel like I have
Yeah.
a choice. Everything's all put together, Oliver Twist. Please,
Yeah.
can I have some more?
Yeah, like you pass by and the big ass. It's like no.
What's it?
My dad, you know, rest in peace, but he didn't know to cook that good. But his mashed potatoes, it was boof. Like,
Yeah.
oh damn, you gotta be
Yeah.
a bodybuilder.
You got
like,
that one parent where they got that one dish that they make. And
yeah,
it's
but it
just-
was heavy. Like,
you
I'm
didn't
a,
go hungry.
the mashed potato for me got to be a little bit liquidy.
Yeah.
His was not. You got to be like
No
a
cream.
bodybuilder. You're like, boom.
You just
like,
eating
oh,
potato.
damn. You didn't even have to. Like, did you mash it? Because it feels like it's just a whole potato right on it. Like, yeah. he didn't know how to cook. You know. I tell you.
God
yeah,
bless him. He did his best.
Yeah, he in the army all the time and coming back. You know. So when he tried to make mashed potato one time, my mom started laughing.
He probably thought it was
The mashed potatoes
shit.
was good though. It tasted
See,
good.
that
It
was
was
his
just
best dish.
it was just hard. I was like, not hard, but like.
I bet it
I'm
got
not a-
better. Got better.
Yeah, after I ate it, I'm hungry. I'm a little boy. I'm hungry.
It tastes better every year.
Every year it tastes better.
Like maybe
Yeah.
you should put a little sazon in there.
Yeah. But my sperm donor, who was the one that made me, he couldn't cook rice for jack.
Oh,
I remember one time we cooked, and my half brothers,
that's funny.
we were sitting there and
That's-
we waited
that's
till
how
he
spoiled
leave.
they were.
No, we left. We were like, we all threw it in the garbage, and we're like, yeah, it was good. Like
That's
we went
bad.
to sleep hungry.
That's bad.
But he
Was
thought
it like burnt?
no, it was liquidy. Like I don't know if he was trying to do a porridge.
And it wasn't a liquid
And it was not a liquid kind of food. So no.
liquid hamburgers.
My half sisters had to learn how to cook.
See, your dad must have been spoiled either by his women or by his mother.
Yeah,
Because
women, because he used to get all the women that used to cook for him.
now men are taught to make do. My brother's a chef. Like I don't cook as well as him.
Right.
You know, he was taught you take care of yourself. You know,
there you
back
go.
then, you meet a good woman who can take care of you.
Yeah. And then my dad was he got so used to the break the food and put it there and eat it.
Yeah.
Like in the army thing, you just
Yeah, peeling potatoes.
yeah, that beef. That beef. You're taking it out like it's like it was syrup or something, and it was beef. The peanut butter was the worst. You never tried the peanut butter?
The Army peanut butter?
Yeah, you never tried that one?
Yeah, the MRE peanut
That
butter.
was the worst.
It's like little paste
Yes.
in the cheese paste too.
Oh, my God. I'll give it to
It's
them.
still bad.
The beef was good, and the beef jerky was all right.
Yeah.
The beef
it ought
jerky
to
was,
be.
yeah. But the peanut butter and the coffee was good. To me, it was all right.
They had that little flavor juice too. That was nasty.
Oh yeah, with the little, it was a skinny.
Sometimes it was good.
It was a
Little
skinny,
orange juice.
skinny label one, and you peel it out.
I
put it
bought
in
some
the
of those a
water.
couple years ago, and it still is just as bad.
The food or the memories,
Oh,
or both.
The food was bad. The memories were better.
Yeah.
That's what got me to buy it.
Yeah, I'm still the hard candy army person. There's a hard candy that
Did you find them? You found them, right?
Well, I found them, but they're expensive. And they was like, be careful because you don't know if you're getting fresh or you're getting ones that been in the jar for many, many years. And I'm like,
Is it still good?
because some people are buying it for collection,
Right.
and not to eat it.
Right. So if it's expired, clearly.
yeah. And do they hard candies do get expired? I don't know.
I think some edible stuff gets expired eventually.
Oh.
It just depends.
Well, I know what gets expired is this show into next week. So we're gonna see you next week, guys. Keep the comments coming. Last week y'all did good.
Don't
I
forget
seen
to like and
comments popping up.
subscribe.
And exactly.
And tell us if there's anything you want to talk about.
Yes. So we'll see you next week.
Step into the light where the stories glow. The laughter's high and the vibes just flow.